everybody, it's Friday. How is everybody today? I'm just putting us some music, some chill music. How is everybody today? It's Friday. Friday, after 2 weeks of chaos. It's Friday. How are we all? I'm just trying to multitask here because I do have quite a few orders going out today or for this weekend. So I've got a lot to get through. Yeah. What's the weather? The usual Cape Town weather update. It is chilly today. Yesterday was like spring day. It's what spring day should have been on Wednesday. And wasn't. But it's cloudy, it's chilly, it's windy. It's not a nice warm spring day, unfortunately, but it's not so cold that I am walking around in those big marshmallowy kind of slippers of mine. So what are we doing today? I'm super excited. I am doing an LOL cake. My daughter's favorite. She absolutely adores LOL and the whole LOL series. So much so that 2 years ago she had a meltdown over the fact that I said to her she couldn't have an LOL and that she needed to save up her pocket money for it, in which she did. So I'm just going to do some work at the same time. I think my light is too bright. Switch it off. So as summer's coming, my kitchen gets brighter, and then I need less artificial lighting. So yeah, so I'm just using normal lighting, which is great because I have this big window over here on this side, so it really does light up my whole kitchen. So but now this morning when I set up, it was still quite dark, so I had the light, and I'll need the light for later because we'll be streaming this evening. We're doing cooking with Where Dad on Twitch, on our Twitch stream, so make sure you join us there. LOL. Yeah, so my daughter subsequently saved up enough money, bought an LOL. It's her favorite. This is for one of my very first customers that have been with me forever. And her daughter is a year older than my daughter, and also big into LOL. So what she's done is she's actually given me all the LOL dolls that she wants on the cake. So I've got 4 of them, and she's given me what she wants me to do. Cool, that's one of the purple. So I'm just mixing pink, but I put a touch of Regal purple. So I don't know what's going on at the moment. But my butter that I use to make buttercream, I don't know if they've changed the recipe or what the story is, but it is a darker yellow than it normally is. So what's happened is it's going to make it incredibly difficult for me to mix colors because the yellow is so yellow. So what I have done is I've beaten the hell out of the butter before I've actually made my buttercream. But one of the ways of neutralizing the yellow, if you can see, it's gotten lighter. It's now more of an off-like yellow, but it's lighter. Is that you put in a touch of violet or a touch of Regal purple, and it neutralizes the yellow a bit. And then at least you can make some colors where, it's not going to get affected, especially when it comes to the pinks and stuff. It's going to totally put things off. And I want a light pink. I don't want a dark pink. Unfortunately, I can't do an extremely light pink because of the yellow. Like a super light pink. Because of the yellow, that's just not going to happen. And I think the cake that the picture that's in the picture is actually a fondant cake, so obviously then you can make it a nice light pink because the fondant is white. So and again, my majority of my cakes are buttercream. Customers want buttercream cakes, they don't want fondant cakes, so we make do with what we make do. So yeah, I just want to make sure of something. I'm sure it's fine. So I'm running 2 streams at the moment, mine and another stream, and the other stream is on my phone, so I can't check sound, so I just wanted to make sure that you could hear me. So yeah, so I'm just making this. It needs to be a light pink, but it needs to be a nice pink. It doesn't look very nice, unfortunately, on my screen. I don't know why. My camera, I love my camera that I use, but it doesn't always work very well with the color. And I try and adjust it a lot. And although today I didn't, I'm just going to turn the brightness down. There's a lot of white. I'm just turning it. Oh, and the saturation. I think the saturation's a bit much. Yeah. Anyway. Let's see if that works. So, you see still a bit off because it doesn't look, I mean, it's actually pink. And it doesn't look pink on my camera, but I don't know what you guys are seeing either. Because what I see and what you see possibly could be different because your phones are calibrated differently and your TVs are, and you know, all that kind of thing. So it does make it a little bit difficult. So don't mind me, I'm going to have to, I just want to go check. I have to quickly, you know, I have to keep an eye on my other stream while I'm doing this. I'm streaming for someone else. They are utilizing our system to stream. What's wrong? What you doing, babe? Hmm? Nothing. You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
And hi, everybody. Rebecca's been sick, so she has been off yesterday and today. I told you. And the door's open. Sweetie, come here. Go close the door. Go. Rebecca. With it. Go. She will eat her. Rebecca, get a treat. Rebecca, come give Sweetie a treat. Sweetie. Sorry, guys. My children and dogs don't. Look after your stuff, Rebecca. Keep taking it. The joys of being live with kids at home and dogs and everybody is like something else. Okay, so I don't want a really dark pink. I want a nice pink. It does look much nicer in real life. Just the pink. Looks much nicer. So yeah, we're gonna be putting real LL dolls on, and
And I have my own LL doll.
you do have your own LL doll, hey?
But it's not these ones. So these
Are you gonna save up to try and get another one? How do you save up?
We have enough money to get one.
Yeah, and what do you need to do?
We just have to go and buy.
You know, what do you do to get money?
Give everyone stuff.
No, you do your chores and you earn your pocket money. Billy
And
Billy.
I earn money.
And you earn money and then you also sell things, hey? You sell things. We must try and sell some more of your goodies. Okay, I'm just going to switch my logo and my camera off so that you don't need to see me. And because it's for a customer, I'll be putting my mask on. Oh, can I have tea first though? I'm just going to...
Oh, that's a lot of colors.
Yeah, we're only doing that because it's only for the one cake.
No, you mean these
things. Because we're going to color some things in some pretty shiny colors. Can we? So, oh, and it's a rainbow cake.
We show them the LL dolls.
I have already.
But
So
I will show them my LL.
You want to go get your LL?
Yeah.
So, okay. This one looks a little bit darker, but I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to ice this first, and then I'm going to just leave it to settle a bit while we do some other things before we get on with the rest of the cake.
And
Putting
here's my
together.
LL.
You're going to... There we go.
You can see I only got one shoe.
And she's got the wrong dress on.
Yeah. Okay,
Do you know where her other shoe is? I think it's in my bathroom on the table.
Oh, and this is the one of the fake LL dolls.
Dresses.
Because I can't find the top or the or the bottom.
Oh,
So then
dear.
I'm using this one. Now I just have to find out if it's complete.
Okay, so I want a nice smooth top to my cake. So even though there's going to be a whole lot of stuff happening on top, I want to try and get it as smooth as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my my buttercream paper, which I absolutely love using. And it just gives me a nice flat top. So we're going to start with that first at the top. And I'm just going to smooth it out, and then what we're going to do is we're going to flip it. So let's smooth it out. Because I obviously don't want the lines of you know, the piping on here. But so what's going to happen is that we're gonna pop one of these amazing things on, which is completely washable, reusable. You can iron it, and so we're going to pop that on top. Then we're going to put another board on top. And then we're going to flip the cake upside down. And what it's going to do is it's going to give us the heaviness of the cake is going to straighten that out for us so nicely and give us a nice flat surface at the top, which is amazing balls. And then I just want to make sure some of my tools. So this kind of thing really works really well if you pipe it instead of just, you know. So I'm gonna just start from the top here.
And guys, now I got my doll and had the glitterized one.
So the glitterized one.
Yeah, and I can't find it.
Did you not find her other shoe?
Can we show her what I can do? I need one of the LL's bottles.
Oh no, you're not gonna show. Where are you gonna squirt that?
In the box.
Yeah, but where's her bottle, babe? You've got so many.
Oh,
You're not
wait, I
using these
saw
ones.
it in my Bobby hat. I'm gonna check. So I got the glitterized bottle right here. You can see it's very glittery, and I'm gonna put it here. You can see it matches. Can you give me Layla's?
No, Rebecca.
The one right there with the bun. Two buns.
What do you want to do?
That one, yeah.
This one.
So you can see my one matches hair. So then to make a good match.
We're getting a whole lesson on LOL. Huh?
You can see these match super good. And her back is super good. This like the fun this one. But this is not my LL. This is
No,
my
this one that's gonna go on the
LL.
cake. Hey. This one that's
And
gonna
this
go on the
is
cake.
my one. So now I'm gonna show you my surprise LL. So I'm gonna go this one. Right now I'm making the black and white. So I got a glass of water. And okay. I'm gonna wait until it's 50 degrees.
50 degrees. That's very hot.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 16.
So I'm not going to Rebecca.
Yeah.
Babe.
And I'm gonna put it in her.
My baby, this is not your channel. This is not your channel.
No, wait, this one.
I know, my baby, but this is not your channel. And what did we agree on?
I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna show
I know you want to show, but you want to show everybody everything all the time. And this is not your channel. And I'm busy. Okay. Can you please?
Do a little water in your mouth. Ooh, that's a lot of water.
Even though she's sick and not feeling well, she's still bored and still wants to get on with things and do things. It's quite funny.
Okay, now I need to wash.
So I'm not going to stress about the sides being ultra smooth or, you know, anything like that, because I'm actually putting a edible print on. So I'm going to obviously get it as smooth and
Oh
as
my gosh.
nice as possible, but you're not going to see it because
Oh my gosh, this is not working.
no, isn't she? And if you squirt water here where I'm busy, I'm gonna be too happy, my sweetheart.
Yeah, that is not working. I need to know this one. Can I get what that in your mouth? Oh.
I don't want you squirting water over here, babe. Because I'm working here, my sweetheart. Come.
Don't get it in your mouth. Get your water out.
So we're actually going to do an edible print wraparound on this cake. So
I need to see.
hence why I'm not going to stress too much about the science. What?
I need to sort this water.
Okay.
Okay. Did you need that?
Okay, I don't need to.
I feel what?
Yes, I told you. You're going to get water everywhere.
No. Your color change.
Okay. Rebecca? Enough, babe.
It's not
Come on.
color changing now.
Please?
Not her the color.
Please? Our deal was that you were going to go do your thing. Okay. Right. So, we're going to just smooth this out as much as we can. Oh, that's not in the center. Try to make sure your cake is in the center of turntable. Otherwise, it won't even out properly. So we're going to give it a nice finish and everything like that. So like I say, not too stressed about how smooth it is, because I'm more stressed. I'm stressed. I'm more concerned about this bottom bit, where I want it as a nice finish as possible. Trying to get it flat and smooth out. On the sides. Oopsie. So I'm going to leave this to settle a bit, just before I continue with it. basically the middle section of this is gonna have an edible print. So like I say, not too stressed. And then we'll have a nice finish at the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna be right back. Do I flip it now or don't I? Kind of just wanna. I just wanted to settle a bit before I do anything else. Okay. I mean, before I continue with this. So, in the meantime, I have quite a few different little accessories that are going to be on this cake. Besides the dolls, there's going to be a cake pop ice cream. So I'm gonna make a cake pop, or an ice cream out of a cake pop, an upside down ice cream. And then, so it's going to have an upside down ice cream on top. And it's going to have the 4 LOL dolls positioned everywhere. Also with that, I have done some, which is going to be interesting to see how it works. I have done some meringues. So now, I'm not very good at doing meringues, unfortunately. But these should work. What I've done, I just need 3. So I'm gonna just color these. So they're meant to be like lollipops, but little. So I've made them an actual shape, and then this is how they came out in the end anyway. So I was like, oh, okay. So because I'm not so great with making meringue in the oven, someone told me about making meringues in the microwave, and that's the way I've done them, and they've come out absolutely fantastic. Besides the fact that the shape that I was trying to get them to have is non-existent. It just totally lost its shape, but it's okay. As long as it still looks, like a lollipop. I'm gonna have to probably put a little bit of icing just to hold it in place, because they yeah, oh, they're super fragile, so that's also going to be a thing. They're super fragile. So I'm gonna dust them. Okay, we're gonna do pink to lilac and a nice turquoise color. So I'm gonna make them nice and shiny, and I'm just going to dust it, because I made them white because, yeah, I thought that this would be better than actually trying to color it, because also I want them shiny and all that. So sorry, my other stream is going to end soon, so I'm just keeping an eye on it. Just don't mind me heading out. So yeah, what I'm gonna end up doing is just putting a little bit of icing on here, on this, and putting it through so that it can hold up. It's meant to be like a swirly, like rose kind of look. I did not know that when when I put it together that it was going to like expand like this, and it just like expands super quick on here. So funny in the microwave. I'll have to do a stream on meringues. Apparently, the trick to meringues is actually you got to leave them like for 4 hours or so. It's something ridiculous. To dry out and stuff at a very low temperature, so obviously so they don't burn and all that, you know. And then this was a freaking easy in the microwave. Sorry guys, now I don't have to worry about that anymore. And now I can concentrate on this. Okay. And that means that I'm also going to switch over on my phone to me so I can see what's spotting. Okay. So let's get these all nicely colored. Woo! You see, and they're super fragile. Do I have another one? Although you actually can't see how they're supposed to be or anything like that. So you'll just got to be super gentle with them. Okay, let me put it on another one of those. Okay. And we're going to do a purple one and a blue one. So this is nice and sparkly. It's got some shimmers and just going to take that out for now. Okay, And then we'll do a blue one. And then it'll be those 3 done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and position them in a way that they're behind everything, especially with me using a wooden stick. And I think what I'll probably do is land up just resting them on the cake. Okay. So that's that. Let's throw that away. I'm trying to think where I can put them. There's nothing to be in the way. Okay. Let's just put these. Ooh, gotta be careful. I'm gonna put them on top of here so that they don't break. Okay, and I'll put these aside. Right, that's that done. Then I think my cake has rested enough for me to pull the end off, and then I'm going to just smooth things out. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to flip the cake. We're going to flip it round. Back to the right way up. And we're going to take that off. And then we're going to peel this gently off. And we'll have a super flat top, which is flippin' awesome. If I don't mind saying to myself. Okay, so I'm not, and because I've lined up the edges so nicely, I'm just going to smooth it out. I don't actually want to touch it too much because it's as good as it's going to get. There's like this really bit on the top here. So what I'm doing, I've got very hot water. My spatula is super hot, so basically it's just going to smooth it out nicely. I don't want to curl the ends over as I normally do. Just want to keep it nice and smooth. There's I'm doing this as gently as I can. So I'm going to leave it because. Okay. What I am going to do, I just want to smooth this bit out here a bit. I'm not going to touch the top. Okay, so I'm going to leave this. Also, not too stressed about the bottom here because I'm going to clean that up. Okay. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to put a nice finish on it at the bottom. And now. No, why is this not doing what I wanted to do? I just want it nice and tidy at the top, because the top bit is going to, this quarter here is going to will probably show. So I just want it as nice as possible. Just that bit. Okay, I'm going to leave this now to dry and to do its thing, just to settle down. Okay, in the meantime, I need to make buttons. And I'm so stoked. For the first time ever, I've had this thing forever. My husband, yet again, one of these things that he buys all the, he just buys things for me, for my baking. And then I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. I'm not sure I need it or what I can use it for. And I'm like so happy that now at the moment, I'm super happy that he bought this for me. Because now I have a use for it. I have a use for it, which is pretty awesome. So I'm going to use some gum paste. We're making some little platforms and like a little step, basically, for some of the else to stand on. Now I need to put it on now. I need to make them now so that they can be a little dry. Just want to see, there's a pink and purple in here, which is what I want to use, and I can use the turquoise. So the colors, we're going to stick to the colors that they're supposed to be, which is the pinks, the blues, the turquoise, all that. So yeah, shades of pinks, actually shades of pinks and turquoise. No purple, but I'm going to put purple in anyway. And I only need 2. Okay. So it's shades of pinks and turquoise. So I'm just going to mix it with white and stuff like that to get different shades. But I'm gonna actually put some purple in it as well. I just actually need to go wash my hands before I start working with this. Okay, so I think my husband's gone grocery shopping and there is no place for him to put any of the groceries when he gets here, because my kitchen is a disaster zone at the moment. No, this is gonna be, I'm gonna just turn my camera down so you can see better, just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we're going to do different shades of colors of buttons. So I'm going to have this nice dark pink and then some light pink as well. So all I'm going to do is take a little bit of this, and I'm all about the glitter and the glam, and I know so is my little customer, that I'll sparkle these up as well. That will be my extra oomph in this. There's all the so this is fantastic that I don't have to now sit and try and make buttons. So happy. There are 2 stands that I've got to make. So I've decided, I think what I'm gonna put this one with all her hair, I think at the bottom and not at the top, because I don't want her hair touching too much of the cake. So I'm gonna put her at the bottom, standing. One of them needs to be sitting I kind of want her on the top, I think. So I'm going to put her on one of the standing buttons, and then, yeah, probably put her at the bottom, just so that we've got a mix and match. The two glittery ones on the top, I think. So we're going to make like a stand for her to stand on. Oh, that might be a bit big. I just realized that. Do I have a smaller circle? Is the question. Do I have a smaller circle? I normally do. So yeah, I think that this is a better size circle. Sorry. Get that. And where's my ruler? My ruler. So this is going to be quite thick, I think. Thickish. I actually think I'm going to do a light purple one. So, as opposed to... Okay, and then sorry, my tools are all here on the side. Grab them. So I just actually want to make it look like something. And it's not just a plain old shape. And then she should be able to fit onto that. So I actually might just pop her in there now, because I need her to stand. And I'm worried that she's not going to stand. And she doesn't have... so I'm going to do that. That way I can make sure she stands. Okay, and then I'm going to do a nice purple. I'm going to do it lighter, so it's proper. I'm going to do the same thing. To be honest, as much as I would love to actually make these figurines, I'm actually so happy I didn't have to make them, and my customer said I've got enough LL dolls to put on the cake, because the challenge with these kind of little dollies, as tiny and as cute, one, they're tiny, so they become a little bit more difficult to actually make because they're so tiny, and two is the fact that they have top heads. Their heads are top heavy. So it makes it incredibly difficult, because their little bodies actually in reality cannot be held up. So the only reason why obviously as a toy it works is because their head has got nothing in them. Because they're super light. I don't know if that makes sense. You know, the little bodies are solid, but their heads there's nothing in them, so they're light. So then, you know, the toy can actually work. But if I had to make them out of gum paste, the head is going to land up being very top heavy, and the little body can't necessarily hold it. I think one day I'll work out how to do it. You know, probably when my child comes to me and says to me, "Mom, you know, you're gonna have to do this for me." She has already told me for her She's only 6.5. Okay, so for her 8th birthday, not for next year, for her 8th birthday, she wants an LL cake. I don't know why so far ahead, because next year she wants Frozen 2. Mustn't be Frozen 1. It must be Frozen 2, because she said that Elsa is evil in Frozen 1. So she wants Frozen 2. Yeah, she won't even watch the first Frozen, even though she thoroughly enjoyed it when it first came out. But she was very little at the time, but now as she's bigger, she's like, no mom, I only want the second Frozen, because that's when Elsa's not evil. So Elsa wasn't evil in the first one. She was just, misunderstood. So, it's funny how they look at these things. It really is. Sorry, I'm just taking the picture. Okay. So we're gonna make a whole bunch of lovely little buttons, and I'm so stoked. I can use a mold for this stuff. Right. So we're gonna make some big ones, some small ones. And you can just squash them in. Which is so exciting. So very, very exciting that I don't... Oh, okay, now pull that out. So I'm just going to rub some vegetable fat on here so that they don't stick. And I'm not going to roll them in. I'm not going to use the roller and roll them in because, yeah, no. Because then they will definitely get stuck inside there and you won't be able to get them out. So yeah, so just rub a little bit of, again, you can use cornstarch, but I find that cornstarch dries it all out. And it shouldn't, but it does. I know it's not supposed to change the consistency, but it does. So we just get in all the grooves and stuff. She's inside the bedroom. I've locked her up. Okay. This should work now. Yeah. So you can roll it flat if you really wanted to. But I think, just make sure that you've got enough, and then it works out just as well. And just gently pull it off, and we have the button. Yay! I'll just make quite a few of them. In different sizes. Yeah, I know. snakes here. Let me get my liquids. But those ones you can just put here. It's like going to get more stuff for popsicles.
Space.
I think what I'll do is just do a batch of each color in this. Then I'll have more than enough buttons. Kind of thing. Just pop them all out. And I may or may not use all of them, but at least I've got them in case. Whoops, see, she's falling over. Which?
It looks like the normal colors.
Oh, okay. Did you get them anyway?
No, they look like normal colors. No, you did. Or if you like speed later, more or less the same thing.
a full batch is too much, actually. Let's do half a batch of these. So I'm going to have hordes and hordes of these. No, sweetie. Okay. Let's do some pink and some purple. And then, yeah. Get done with buttons. Oh, for whatever reason, this little one is top heavy. This upsy might need to. Oh. Stick into my fingers. Way more buttons than I actually need, so that's why I'm just doing half and half, yeah. Half pink and half. Half the light pick. I'm actually not gonna go and I'm not gonna do the purple because it's meant to be just pink and blue. So we're just gonna stick with the pinks and the blues. The turquoise. So you can do the exact same thing using actual buttons, but it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, it does come out quite nicely, but you can basically use buttons to get you the same effect. So I keep, I actually keep buttons in my toolbox for this particular reason, but I don't need to now. Oh, so the only thing is that they can tend to stick, and then when you try and take them out, they kind of lose their shape. You just have to fix it up, right? So that's all our buttons. Yeah. What else do we need on this tape? Okay, so it's just that. Okay, so that's it. That is it for there. Okay, so I'm going to have to, I don't know, come up with a plan. Either I'm not going to finish it on live because I need to go and get the ice cream pot. So I may or may not finish it on the live because my husband said that he'll struggle to find it, what I'm looking for. So right, so what we've got is edible prints, which we're going to wrap around, which is going to be super interesting. So there's two different ones, as you can see. Got two different ones because I want to the one is just a spare. We're going to wrap them both around. So I might need to shorten them a bit. I'm just going to cut that bit off. So what I did is I made these ends a little longer so that I could butt them up. I'm just going to make sure that this is coming off. And not sticking, because then I won't be able to do anything with it. Actually, going to do that. I don't want it to tear. It's not sticking again. This is the problem with the edible prints at the moment, is that it doesn't necessarily come off, which can be a problem. And if it doesn't, see, so it's battling a bit and I don't want it to tear. So I'm going to pop it in the fridge. But what I do want to do is I just want to put the acetate . what I want to do is I want to just check how we're going to put this on. I want to make sure that it fits, which it does. So I'm quite happy for it to I'm going to go from the base. If I could actually take this off without needing to put it in the fridge or anything, it'd be fantastic. But that's not the case. Okay. So basically we're gonna wrap. Oh, let me move the camera. So you can see better. Okay. So we're going to wrap this around. So it's just putting in. Okay. So I'm quite happy that it's gonna go. Am I? I'm going to cut it just a little bit shorter. Yes. Okay, I'm going to cut just a tad bit off so that it's not as deep. And then I'll match the other one up. So I just want a little bit of the cake peeking through at the top. So I'm gonna, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. With a little bit of the cake peeking through the top. I'm gonna let it butt from the bottom and then I'm going to just finish it off nicely. So, is it coming up? Yes, it is. No. There we go. That will work out perfectly fine. So now I need to make sure of where I'll cut it off, because I do think that this is too long. But there's going to be a slight overlap of some kind, I think. Yeah, so that's the one. So one has one thing on one side, and the other one has something else on the other side. So we said a little bit. Let's try and get them in the same spot. Put this back on so I can measure in the right place. They match up. Otherwise, It'll be a problem if they don't match up. Well, you'll see it. No, don't move. I just have to make sure that this stays off, kind of thing, because I don't need it sticking to it again, and then I can't get it off, and then I'm in trouble. Okay. So my cake is actually dry, the buttercream, so that's cool. I would rather have to put vegetable fat on the back of this to make it stick than the stick and then I can't move it again, because I kind of need to be able to move it a few times to make sure that I've got it in the right place, and obviously to cut these sides off until they match up. Oh, that one came off easy. Okay. Just washing my hands, as always. I've got some color on my hands, so I just want to wash them off. Okay, let's get the babies on. Right, so the challenge is, where do we cut this off? Where is the front? So I always look at my cake to see what is going to be the front and what is going to be the back. So I'm going to say that that is the front of my cake. And we're going to wrap it like that. But now it's not going to stick because my cake is dry, which actually works out rather nicely. Okay. Because now I can maneuver it so I can see how much I'm going to have to slice off here. Enough back. See, so there is an overlap. If I although I'm actually might just let it overlap and not cut it. I'll just leave it to overlap, because either way you're going to see a join. Huh? No, that's too much of an overlap. So I need to take off so that side I'm not going to take off, but I'm going to take it off on this and that one. About 2 centimeters on that one. Okay. Let's see. So what I need to do is on both these sides, I need to take a centimeter off. 2 centimeters. 2 centimeters off. to take 2 centimeters off here on both these. Just making a mark so I can see. There and there. I'm going to slice them through right through. That should work. I think there'll still be a slight overlap, but a slight overlap is going to be way better than that much. It did allow for this overlapping. So okay, so let's check again. What did I say was the front? That's front. And that's back. That's perfect. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's put one on. So, as usual, we just put some vegetable fat on the back to help it stick. Okay. Make sure your hands are dry and they're not wet or anything like that, because obviously, for obvious reasons, your edible print will disintegrate if your hands are not dry. You need liquid. But don't use, as usual, don't use flour glue or anything like that. It will disintegrate. And yeah, I'm putting it on my buttercream now when my buttercream was dry. As you can see now, because my buttercream was dry, I was able to reposition it multiple times to be able to do that. Okay. Just make sure that there's a slight overlap on each side. Try and keep it equal. And once it's on, then you can kind of apply some pressure. Make sure it's not obviously a lot, but you can apply enough pressure for it to make sure that it's stuck on and not going to peel off, especially something like this where obviously there will be a seam because there's two. So, and then I can just put a little bit of more vegetable fat to kind of glue it in place. And anywhere where it looks like needs to be fixed, you can hide that with our buttons and whatnot. Okay, so there. Oh, I'm super happy about that. It's come out quite pretty nice. Okay, so I just want to clean my board. Okay. So, yes. I think that's super stoked. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a nice little finish on the end. With a nice with what? Pink. It's going to be in the same pink. Actually, I'm just going to use that one. Nice star. And the star actually works quite well. To do a finish. Put that in there. That's our finish. So she's supposed to have this really large ice cream cone thing here. But now I haven't been able to get the cone, so I still need to do that. So this is a problem. So it's going to be around about here, which means, okay, so let's position where we're going to put our dollies who have fallen over. Oh dear. Okay, so this is a problem that the dollies are falling over and are not sticking. Okay, so we're going to put one in the center here because she's going to be number one. And we're going to put one back here. Number two. Okay. So this dolly is going to be here in the front at center stage. Then this one will be here. I seem to get it to stay, but they might stay now because they're going into the cake a bit. We have a problem if they fall over again. Then I want to put this doll so that's pretty much where we're at. So I've got to put two more dolls at the bottom. But where? So this one for me is a problem because of the hair. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a sit. Can I make a sit? On the side of that, no. Can I make the other one sit? So, the hair is my problem with this one. So what I might just do is put this one next to that one there. Yeah, and Mum wanted this particular doll. I even had to fix her hair and everything. Yeah, it's not ideal. And I've got to put them so that they don't fall over. Oh, that one's also got a stand. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we need to make her a stand. So we'll make this one sit. I think this one will work well sitting. And put it over there. So she works well over there. That's okay. So I have to make one of these little stands for this little one. Yeah, and then we just fill it up with buttons. So my biggest problem at the moment is it's the fact that I don't have my ice cream. It's the fact that I don't have my ice cream that I need. So what we can do with this one. So I'm going to fill this gap up with my ice cream, but I'm going to have to go looking myself. And this is the collection for tomorrow, so I should have enough time. To go and find one. I'm just going to pop that like that. There we go. And there's a third one with the ice cream, but I kind of want to just put the ice cream first before I put the third one. Yeah. So let's pop the buttons on. I'm just gonna yeah. Again, I can't I'm not going to be able to, you know, completely finish this. It's a real pain in the bum because of my ice cream now. But it's okay. We'll live. We'll live. I'll go hunting once I'm done with some ice cream cones. Basically, we just pop in some buttons all over. It does have one or two in other places, like on the seam, and you can pop one over here. But I'm gonna say I'm pretty much done with it. I'm gonna put more buttons on and stuff like that. But I feel like I can't finish it without the ice cream. And I can't continue without the ice cream. So I'm actually going to stop here. This is pretty much done as it is. So I just need to put my ice cream in, which unfortunately I can't do live because I don't have the damn cone. So I need to go and find the cone. This is only for tomorrow morning. They're coming first thing tomorrow morning. So I've got time to go and get the cone. So I'm going to make a cake pop. But I can't make the cake pop because I need to have the cone to make sure I've got the right size, so that I can put the cake pop on here with the cone. So, and then I'll be able to put it in my other meringue and go from there. So I will have to finish that up later, unfortunately off live, but you will see photos of it at some point. Anyway, guys, let's put that back on and logo. Happy Friday. I hope you guys have had a super duper weekend. And next week Wednesday, from next week Wednesday, I need to do posting. From next week Wednesday is a competition where you can win whatever it is that I'm making on that day. Anyway, guys, hope you have a super duper weekend, and I'll see you on Wednesday live. Bye.